Hey folks, it's Woody here at USA Made Blade, and before we get started on this video, this is a little throwback to Blade Show from many years ago when McNees gave me this People to Shank book and Ronnie was working for us. So I went ahead and filled out every page. Had some fun with that one. I think we did a video on it, and it was one of the most liked videos we've ever done. But had some fun with that at Ronnie's expense. So let's jump into this. What are we here to talk to you about today? That's right, the McNees Dixon. These are back in stock at USA Made Blade, and I've already done one video about this knife, about the size of it and everything else. But I'm doing a second video and doing it for a couple reasons. So every time we've gotten these in, we've had high demand for them, and we have not gotten a ton of them in. So I've not been able to keep one. I knew it's always been a knife on my radar since the second they announced it. I knew it would be a very popular knife, and I knew it was something that needed to go into my pocket. But finally, we got this batch in this past Friday, and I got to spend all weekend, this one's mine, carrying this bad boy and putting this thing to use. And like I said, already knew I liked it, already knew it was one of the best knives of the year by far, but man, let me just tell you, my feelings on this knife have grown even stronger. So let's get in and talk about why. Putting this thing to use is the absolute number one reason why my feelings about it have gotten stronger. This thing is just an absolute slicing machine. I've watched some other videos and I've seen some other reviewers talking about how slicey this is, but that hollow ground, it's very thin behind the edge. Once again, behind the camera, this is hard to do, but it just seems to grab the paper, the cardboard, anything that you're cutting with it, and just goes to town, just goes through it like butter. So this weekend, while I had this knife, and I'm gonna go ahead and forewarn you guys, I can't spidey flick worth a damn, but this knife I have no problems with. The only reason I'm struggling with it on here is because try holding a knife way out in front of you and spidey flicking, which is basically what I'm doing. This thing's about 2 feet away from my chest, and it's just a very weird angle to spidey flick. But the action on this knife is absolutely incredible. Just smooth as can be, easy as hell to spidey flick, and great detent on it. Let me see if I can really show that off. So very well done with the detents on these. And just a fun knife to flick open, by far, very fun. Feels great in the hand. You know, these are already the things that I knew about this knife before even carrying it. But then once I started carrying it, like I just showed you, unbelievable sliciness on it. They did such a good job. Very thin behind the edge, but still a very tough knife, and just a slicing machine. So this past weekend, got these in on Friday, and then Friday late afternoon, I had some boxes to break up, and I'm like, well, just as well go ahead and put this beast to work, and started cutting into these boxes, and was just like, oh my God, it literally, it almost just seemed like the box started separating instead of being cut. It was wild. It was very, very cool. So enjoyed that. It was just a few boxes, but was like, wow, that's impressive. And then turned around on Saturday, I was doing some pressure washing at the house, had an old hose that was sitting over in a corner that was kind of sitting there, and I needed to get that thrown away, but our trash can was filled up and didn't have enough room to just kind of coil the hose up and throw it in. So I ended up taking a board, putting it on top of the trash can, and slicing the hose up into about 3-foot sections so it'd go in the trash can better. And this thing just flew through it like butter. And then came in Sunday night and had packaging to do and cutting tape and everything else. Now, obviously, I've cleaned the edge up, but I haven't sharpened it at all, and you guys see what it's still doing to paper. So just blown away by it. It's just a tough knife, feel-good knife, carries great. It's a beast, but it does not carry like a beast. It carries like any of my Hinders, any of my bigger, it carries probably smaller than my Koenig Arius. It carries great. Carries really, really well for its size, and just a lot of blade for its size. So Magna Cut on the blade, 63 to 64, I believe is what they're rock walling these things at. Just impressed, just absolutely blown away. So I'm going to go ahead and call it now. For me, I think this is the best knife of 2025. I'm super stoked to have more of these in stock. I hope you guys will go over. We've got them in all sorts of flavors, different colors. We've got some frag. We've got some graphic models as well, like Tiger Bomb and I think some dog paw and some stars and stripes. So we've definitely got some good variety on them. But guys, absolutely incredible knife. McNees, hell of a job. Just blown away by what you guys are continuing to do. 100% made in the USA, and they're very proud of that, and we're very proud of it too. So we hope you'll check them out. They're available now over at usamade.com. And as always, thanks for watching.